Good morning, Chris and Monique. So I'm over here at an old car dealership that we rent for storage right now. We're building a new building, of course, but right now we rent 10,000 square feet over here, and we do our metal work over here as well as our engine work. So anyway, I know we can't get started on the woodwork for about a month, but we can get a whole lot of other stuff out of the way, and some of the stuff's got to come out of the way before we can do the woodwork anyway. For example, all of the trim has to come off the boat. The cut water, all this trim, and we've got to make one of these pieces, at least one. So we can get started with that. We can also do the bow stop, the goalpost style bow stop. Your arms will come up about, let's see if I can get this in the picture. Your arms will come up about here on either side. I don't know if that was in the picture or not. Your arms will come up about here on either side. I'll try to take another snapshot of a goalpost style that I can show you. We can go ahead and get that work done. We can also get the brake work done. You wanted we want to look at electric over hydraulic, since you already have hydraulic brakes on your axles on this trailer right now. Also, this jack was a weld-on jack. I don't know if you want us to change this jack out or not, or repair this jack, but of course we have this other one on the side, so we can take that one out. You probably remember this dent and know how it happened, but I don't. But we can we can take that out, or we can leave that in. It's really not hurting the function of the boat trailer. It could actually use stand to be sandblasted and painted, I think, if you're up for that. And the chrome wheels are beyond repair as far as keeping them chrome. I can do some aluminum wheels. Your tires are actually in good shape. They're only about 4 years old. So, 2016 were the dates on the tires. So, and of course, we have some work to do on your loading guides as well. And we really haven't checked lights and all that kind of stuff. So that could be some problems with that. So my thought is, I can get all your trim off. We can get your trim. We can get all this to the chrome and or polish shop. Some of this could be stamped stainless. This one, for example, could be stamped stainless. No, it's gonna be cast. It's awful thin, but it's cast. So that's gonna be chrome plated. This stuff could be stainless, which we can buff and bring it to a better than new luster. And we can go ahead and get this piece made for the end or found. And we also need to find this cleat up here. But all this stuff's got to come off for a strip and refinish anyway, so we can get that done. I also remember seeing that we wanted to get the Ivolite refurbished. And so we can get that off and get that sent off to the Ivolite guy, because it takes him forever. Also, the other thing is we can do on the gauges, we can get, I have a rebuilder for the gauges. We can get that done. We can refurbish the steering wheel. You also have a clumb switch right here, that if the boat sank, if the clumb switch got wet when the boat sank, then that needs to be gone through. The same lady that does our gauges can do your clumb switch. So, and then we have some other things to check out. Looks like that might be, that might be an onboard charger. Check that out. I know the engine is pickled, and so the question would be on the engine. I know we had, there's really no question on the engine. I know we had on your estimate to detail the engine, that's painted the right color, rebuild the carburetor, which has been sitting for a number of years, so it probably ought to be rebuilt anyway. We can rebuild the generator, rebuild the starter, so all that's reliable when you get the boat back. So my thought is that even though I can't get into the woodwork for about a month, we can get the rest of this stuff done, or at least get the rest of this stuff started, so that it can be trickling in while we're doing the woodwork. So with that, I sent an invoice for a down payment, and if you're in agreement, just go ahead and pay that, and we'll get started on on these various projects. Let me know what you want to do about the wheels. I can do them for about $100 a piece in aluminum. And we can use the old tires. Like I say, they're only 4 years old, so the tires are okay. I would trust the tires to take the boat back out to California on its own, or to New York, or to Missouri on its own trailer, and not have to put your trailer on ours. We'd also, of course, get the bearings done, and there's probably $100 difference between repacking the bearings and just replacing the bearings. Because once you've got all this off, you might as well just replace the bearings rather than repack them. So I would recommend that we just go ahead and replace them. Again, so I got some questions. What do you want to do about the wheels? What would you like me to do about the bearings? Which that's kind of a no-brainer. I just need your approval. Do you want us to sandblast and paint? Do you want us to fix the jack or replace the jack? I'll look at the air over hydraulics and see what that's going to cost, and let you know there. We'll add that to the estimate. We can even, by the way, do the canvas work. So while we're waiting, to get into the woodwork. So hopefully you're ready to start, and we can get rolling on you. Talk to you soon.